I'm Marya Tipton, and this is my story.
Here I am with my family around 1976. I was raised in the suburbs of Washington, D.C., where I lived on a steady diet of Monty Python, Saturday Night Live, and Woody Allen. Here I am at around 12 years old in the beginning stages of my teenage awkwardness. Well, I had a lot of musical interests, but my three favorite albums I listened to over and over again were David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust, and the Spiders from Mars, Traffic, the low spark of High-Heeled Boys, and Hair, the soundtrack from Hair. When I was 13, we moved from Washington to Gettysburg, which was a real culture shock for me, and I had a really hard time fitting in with that change. And my slogan became, if you can't beat 'em, take over the media. And which is what I did. And I became the editor of the newspaper, and I joined cross country and the editor of the yearbook. The people I most wanted to be like were the muckrakers, the maquisards, and Malcolm X. And the muckrakers were those who exposed the conditions in the meatpacking plants in the early part of the century. And the maquisards were the ones who fought with the resistance against the Nazis during World War II in France. And of course, Malcolm X, although controversial, I admired his position on education and his ability to teach himself, to be autodidactic. I later developed a devotion to Ida Wells Barnett, who was a journalist who exposed the injustices that were going on in the early part of the century as well. And Carol Wojtyła, who was my favorite philosopher and who inspired my view on the dignity of the human person. As an adult, I continued to combine my love for journalism and social justice with my work with youth. And here's a picture of my youth group presenting their petition for a skate park to the Gettysburg Borough Council. And the whole process took about 3 years, but I was so proud of them because it really was their own idea. And together with the work of the community, it came to realization. And here it is, finished 3 years later. I later moved to France, and here I am with my family, my husband and my son, and I live in Nice, right outside of Monaco. I see myself as a kind of Hollywood agent for my students, an advocate who will help them achieve their goals and realize their dreams, and to encourage them to make a positive impact in their world today.